Larry here, and welcome to episode number 18 of Larry's Pen Case Talk. Well, as you all know by now, the pen bug struck, and it struck me in a good way. Yes, I bought the Mont Blanc 149, and I sure am glad I did. I love my fountain pen. I have small hands. No, I don't have the pen with me. It's in the bedroom on my desk, letting it rest. I've been using it all day today and yesterday when I got it in before that. So, I have small hands, not big ones at all. In fact, let me see your hand for a minute, sir, Mr. Announcer. Yeah. His hands are large. I don't know if you probably didn't see it, but that's all right. His hands are large and mine are small. But the pen really, it fits really nice in my hands. The pen feels good. It looks great. And it writes just out of this world. The pen does everything they say the pen should do, and then some. I'm really pleased with it. So here's what I'm going to be doing. I have a lot of pens that I've accumulated in the 2 years and so months, and I rotate on my pens. But there's some that aren't being used enough, so I plan on getting other pens. And my next pen that I really want to get is the Parker Big Red Continental that has the 18K gold nib, medium nib. That's one I've been running for a long time. You know, they're not high on the higher end, but they're by no means on the lower end. They're about in between, and I'm going to be getting that. So what I'm going to be doing is selling some pens from my collection. When I'm ready, I'll sell some. So this on this date, I'm going to be selling the Vanishing Point. It's a metallic orange, broad nib, real nice pen. I just don't use it enough. And here, how it will come in the case. Let me open it up. There's the pen. And there's that nib. It's 18K. It's a gold nib, but painted black. I'll open up the inside. There's your converter. I take very good care of my pens. And then under here you have your accessories that come with the pen. Everything's in order. I keep all my pens like this. And I will be selling some Delta fountain pens soon. So if you're a Delta lover, stay tuned. So this one is going to be up for sale. So if you're interested, you want to email me. I don't discuss prices. They're private. And I hope you can understand that. So that's how I am anyway with my business. Very nice, broad nib, well taken care of. And if you know fountain pens, which I'm sure y'all do, you know the price of these fountain pens. And here's one that's going to blow you away. Right here. Vonscotti fountain pen. Now here's one for you. This is brand new never inked, never used, still in the box. So why is that? To be honest with you, I forgot all about it. I have a few of the Van Scotties. I have the Rembrandt and the Van Does, and I've been collecting both. But when I say collecting, I use the pens at will, but not this one, because I like the different colors of the pens. So this, let me take it out for you. You may not believe me, but it's the truth. Let's open this sucker up. There it is. Van Gogh, a pair of shoes. See the shoes down here? Really nice. And there it is. Right there, medium nib. And that's how I received it. Brand new, beautiful Van Scotti fountain pen. If you're interested in this one, you can email me. Mr. Announcer, would you like to announce the email?
LarryB0711@gmail.com.
There you have it. So these two are up for sale at this time. Next up, by chance when you're writing, and it depends what paper you're writing on, like I do a lot of my pen pal letters, about probably 95% on Tomoe River paper, and then or I may use Life or Apricot, but I try to use good paper. That don't mean I don't use this kind of paper, because I do. At times I do. I may just pick it up and use it. But if you all ever need to get that ink dry so you can turn the page, I recommend some blotting paper. Here's what I use, J. Irvin blotting paper. It's some good stuff. Really works well. You know how long this took me to figure that out? To be honest with you, about a year. So what I was doing, I would get some Kleenex and put it on the paper. Duh! That was pretty brainy, wasn't it? But anyway, this works real well. I've used it before, so that's why I'm mentioning it. But you can use the paper of your choice, blotting paper of your choice. But the reason why I'm bringing this up, because it does help when you have a real wet writer. This always comes in handy. Well, okay. So what else has been going on? Well, to be honest with you, I've had a decent weekend. 4th of July, didn't do much. I do have a few fountain pens that I already ordered a while back that should be in. One should be in today. So also I will be reviewing a walking stick. And I bought this walking stick like when you're out hiking or even you're going for walks, like you use, the cane that you see me with. I'm going to try the walking stick. It's about, 55 inches so high. And you want to stay tuned for that. This will be my first adventure with a walking stick of this type of walking stick. So that's going to be interesting. And they're not expensive. I'll let you know as soon as I get the bill for it. So what do you think about the inks? How did y'all like that? Because if you liked it, I have some more blue inks that I like to do. I've got quite a few more, and then I have many more other inks that I'll do for you. Because, for me, I log all my inks down because I like to go back and look at them and see what they look like after a day, a week, or a month, even a year sometimes. to see how that ink holds up to the paper. And I also know if I'm going to want to buy a bottle of ink or not, save me a few bucks where and when I can. So that's going on. And I'm really thinking about getting those little cards, ink cards that come on a ring that you can get a Q-tip and put a squishy on there and keep them all in order. I would like to do that, but I'll keep what I'm doing in my Uber notebook, blank pages here. This is my ink journal. I already did a video on that one, talked about it when I think did the ink samples. But I've got a lot of inks that I'm fixing to do, but if you're interested in it, you know, let me know in the comments below, because that's important, because I don't want to bore anybody. If you're not interested in it, then I won't, you know, waste my time. But if you are, I'll be more than glad to do this for you guys. It takes a lot of time. I mean, I just can't get up here and do it in 2 or 3 minutes. I'm done. All right, let's video it. There's a lot of work. There's a lot of process going on. Anytime I'm going to speak for me, I review anything. I don't have a script I'm reading off and looking at. It's just, I'm just talking, thinking and talking, and sometimes, a lot of times, my tongue gets twisted and I don't make the correct pronunciations of an ink or of a name of a fountain pen. But, you know, I'm open to constructive criticism. Sometimes I get a few jerks that I have to delete their comments. But that's to be expected. You know, you're going to find all walks of life everywhere. So let me know about the inks. And I just tell you about those little ink cards that I'm thinking about getting. I've got I know I have one pen coming in for sure, and maybe another. But let me go back to Mont Blanc. I love the line of pens. And I'll probably end up getting another 2 or 3, not new, but used, if I'm comfortable with the seller. Because like I said, it took me 2 years to really make up my mind, and really, I mean, watch review after review over and over again. And then when I thought I was ready to do it, but then I backed off. Because, you know, you're talking about a lot of money. Is that pen worth it, I was saying? Because, you know, I heard the good comments and then negative, positive, back and forth. But I had to focus on Larry. What does Larry want? Because here's my thinking. I'm 67 years old. In August 10th, I'll be 68 years young. So I'm no spring chicken, but I'm no convalescent home guy either, by no means. I still rock. So, no, my health isn't fair to excellent. So, I've been doing a lot of thinking. That's why I'm selling off some of my pens. You know, I want to get other pens. And if I don't do this, then I'll never, ever be able to know what these other pens that I've always wanted are like if something was to happen to me, God forbid. At least this way, I'm killing 2 birds with 1 stone. I'm selling one of my fountain pens that's in a good condition to somebody that wants a good, reliable fountain pen at an affordable price. And then I can use that money and save it up and buy a pen that I want. I'm not into small pens. I think I do have some small ones. I do like the Kaweco pocket pens. I've got 3 of those. If I could afford more, I would. They're neat, cool little pocket pens. They don't have a pocket clip. Maybe one day I'll get one. But really, I do like the little fellas. It kind of grows on you. At least for me, they do. They just became a part of my life. You know, I just pick one up and put it in my pocket, and I'm gone. I have it with me. I need to get that new ink converter that's come out for the Kaweco. Jason Squirrel, that does review, a friend of mine that does review, he has one, and he likes it a lot. So I need to buckle down and get one, because that's why I haven't used my Kawecos much, because, you know, it doesn't bother me when I fill up the cartridge with ink. That's not no big deal. But it's more convenient just to have a ink converter and ink it up and put it in and go. So that's just my take on it. Also, some other pens that I'll be reviewing again later, call them update reviews. And they're small pens, at least I think they are, is the Sailor Pro Gear and the Sailor, is it 1911 Standard? They're small pens. And let me tell you how the story goes. Before I bought them, I watched reviews, and I liked them. Well, they have a gold nib, so can't go wrong with the gold nib, I thought. Well, I bought them new off eBay. I won one on an auction and the other on best offer. So I was pleased. They weren't cheap, but what's cheap nowadays, right? Correct. So when I got the first one, I'm all excited, opened up, I saw the pen, and of course they're black. And I'm just now getting into black, because I'm not all that big on black, but, well, since I got that Mont Blanc, I am big on black, right? So, long story short, I saw that pen. I wasn't impressed, to say the least. So I inked it up, did my review, and wrote with it. And I liked it. It was okay. But after a while, I lost the interest in it. Then I got the Pro Gear, and same thing with that. Lost interest and let them sit in my pen case for a while. And then one day, some months back, I decided to use those little fellas again and give them another shot. Now, I'm in love with my Sailors. Love the heck out of them. Great pens. So that's just how my way of thinking goes, from one extreme to the other, back and forth. And I do have other pens that I won't mention now, because that will ruin the surprise that I'll show you, that I've shown before. But to a lot of my new viewers, and maybe some of you guys that have been with me for some time, will refresh your memory when you see them. So that's what's going on there. I've got a shelf I've got out of the garage that I'm going to bring in the pen room here. I just don't know where to put it yet, because I've got all this stuff over here. So on my table, it's all cluttered on one end with stuff, and on the other end, it's cluttered with stuff. You want to see? Let me show you. Take a look. Tell me I'm lying. Right over here. Ta-da! Okay? So, oh yeah, I clean it off. I get it totally organized. I get everything nice, in order. Everything's fine. And then in 2 or 3 days, it's right back. Because I really stay busy at this table. I really do a lot of work, believe it or not. And some of my friends say, gosh, Larry, too bad you're not doing this for a living and getting paid for it. Really. I do want to mention again, because viewers continue to bring this up, and I'm saying this in a respectful way. I have mentioned it, and I don't want to sound like a broken record, but I'll mention it again. Yes, I still have PayPal. Yes, I still have Patreon. Still have that. I'll always have that on there, okay? Always. again, they said, do I accept used fountain pens? And one person said, would I accept a cheap fountain pen? Sure, it doesn't matter. A fountain pen to me is a fountain pen, and I appreciate the thought that's generated when you send me a fountain pen. And other people talk about sending paper or ink. It doesn't matter, whatever you feel like it, when, yes, you can email me and I'll send you my address. I do have some new inks coming in that I never have heard of. I'm sure you have. I'm not going to mention the name till they get here. I think there are about 15 samples coming in that I will be sharing with you guys. I may break it down, I don't know, half and half, or 7 and 8 or something. Do it in 2 parts. So I'm kind of excited about that. So some new inks are on the way. Well, I think, isn't it Birmingham? It could be Birmingham Inks. Okay, I think I said it, if that's correct. But I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And I've never heard of the inks. If you have, let me know. Leave those comments below and tell me what you think of the ink. So I'm excited about that. And I'm sure I'm leaving stuff out. And once again, I know my pronunciation on words are terrible. Well, that's just how it is. I mean, I'm trying my best, but just sometimes my best is not good enough. So live with it, please, because it's not going to just happen overnight. I am trying. Well, thanks for, really, and I mean this, thank you. Yes, you, I'm talking right to you. Yep, you. Eye contact here. Me and you, buds, right here. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart, thank each and every one of you for all that you do for me. And you all do a heck of a lot for me. And that's what keeps me going, keeps that drive going, that fight to do what I do. My passion is burning stronger than ever. And it doesn't matter when I have bad days, I'll fight to get back in here again to do another review. But my fountain pens just keep me going. But remember this, when the fountain pen bug hits you, ain't nothing left but the crying time, because you're going to end up getting that pen. And if there's a will, there's a way of getting that pen. You just have to think about it. If I can do it, you can do it. Hello, everybody. Larry here, and special report I forgot to add in earlier is that I want to let everybody know that on Facebook, I've just started my own Larry's Fountain Pen group. So you can find me now on Facebook. So if you'd like to join, you can come on in and just join up. Now, I'm new with the Fountain Pen group on Facebook, so everything is not like it should be yet. And if anybody would like to help be a moderator, let me know. I can use the help. But if not, I'm going to do it anyway. Also, you can sell pens on the site. You can show pictures of your pens, inks, paper, notebooks, whatever. You can have discussions about your pens. This is a fountain pen group that I created under my own name because I want to give something back to you guys. So right now, I'm at the house outside, as you can see, and I wanted you to see my walking cane. So I have a walking staff or a hiking staff, however you may call it, coming in, I think next week. So hopefully I will be able to use that, because I like to go exploring, but I can't do that anymore because of my condition. But I still like to go and walk through a lot, or just up and down the street with something maybe easier than a cane. But anyway, check out Larry's Fountain Pen Group, and on Facebook, join up there if you like to, and if you want to give me a hand there, you can. All help and input is appreciated. So that's all I've got to say, and be safe, and don't text and drive. I'll talk to you next time. Thanks, guys. Later. Cubby and everybody, here is Cubby, the Cubbish. This is my sweet boy. Say hello, Cub. Say hello. How are you? This is Cubby. People have been asking about Cubby, and here he is. That is my Cubbish. That's the boss. Cubby, 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 Cubby.